Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about a major, absolute game changer for your daily routine. We are finally leaving behind that bulky, overstuffed physical wallet and stepping right into a sleek, highly secure digital future. If you've ever felt that sheer panic of realizing you forgot your credit card at the checkout line, well, this explainer is definitely for you. I mean, just imagine it for a second, right? The incredible convenience of having your payment methods, your transit tickets, your gem passes, and even your digital IDs instantly accessible on the one device you already carry everywhere anyway, your smartphone. It's faster, it's undeniably more secure, and honestly, in today's digital world, it's rapidly becoming an absolute necessity. Okay, so let's take a look at our roadmap for today. We'll start with number 1, the modern wallet. Number 2, preparing your device. 3, setting up and adding cards. 4, tapping and writing. 5, ironclad security. And finally, number 6, troubleshooting. All right, section 1, the modern wallet, your digital first life. For years, a lot of us on Android relied on an app called Google Pay. But that standalone app has been completely replaced by something way more comprehensive. See, instead of handing your actual real credit card number over to a merchant, which, let's face it, is incredibly risky, Google Wallet acts as a highly secure software vault. Through a process called tokenization, it generates a secure digital alias for every single transaction. So you're essentially paying with a temporary code, not your actual bank details. Pretty cool, right? Moving right along to section 2, preparing your device and gathering your tools. Now, before we digitize your entire life, we just need to make sure your phone actually has the right tools for the job. And hey, don't let the technical jargon overwhelm you here. It's really quite straightforward. You just need an active Google account and a phone with NFC enabled. That's near field communication, basically the little chip that lets your phone talk to the payment terminal. Your phone also needs to be Google Play Protect certified. That essentially just means it's running official, secure software, not a custom or rooted operating system. Financial institutions demand top-tier security for obvious reasons, so compromised firmware is a hard no. And the absolute crucial number to remember here is 9.0. Recently, Google updated its security standards, making Android 9.0 Pie the absolute minimum operating system floor. Older versions, like Nougat and Oreo, well, they just can't receive the necessary security patches anymore, so they're completely unsupported for this. All right, section 3, setting up and adding cards. Let's start digitizing those essentials. Okay, so first things first, you're going to want to download the Google Wallet app right from the Play Store. Once you open it up and sign into your Google account, and please make sure you have a really strong password and two-factor authentication enabled for extra safety. Just look for the Add to Wallet button. Tap Payment Card, and here's the best part. Instead of squinting and typing out 16 digits manually like it's 2015, the app lets you literally use your phone's camera to just scan your physical card. Accept your bank's terms, enter a quick verification code if they text you one, and boom, your card is officially digitized. But hey, Wallet isn't just for credit cards. One of the absolute coolest features on Android is this Everything Else Pass creator. You can basically take a photograph of almost any card with a barcode. We're talking your library card, a local gym tag, a mom and pop shop loyalty card, and Google Wallet will automatically read that barcode and build a custom digital pass for you right then and there. Now, you might be wondering, what if a store isn't officially supported and that automatic scan acts up? Well, the Android community actually came up with a brilliant little workaround for this. You just tap Add to Wallet, select Loyalty, and then pick literally any random major brand from the list as a placeholder. When the camera opens, you just scan your unsupported card's barcode instead. Once it saves, you simply tap the menu, hit Edit, and rename it to your local coffee shop or gym or whatever it is. It is seriously an incredibly clever hack. Section 4 already? Tapping and writing, seamless daily transactions. So out in the real world, everyday purchases are literally a breeze. You don't even need to open the app. All you do is unlock your phone, hold the back of it near the merchant's contactless reader, and just wait a second. You'll actually feel a slight little vibration and see a big blue check mark pop up on your screen. And that blue check mark, that's your visual confirmation that the payment went through perfectly. And this brilliantly illustrates why this tech is an absolute game changer for commuters. Have you ever wondered how you can just tap your phone at a subway turnstile deep underground where there's zero cell service? It's kind of like magic, but it's actually called offline data authentication, or ODA for short. It's the super fast, localized cryptographic check between your phone and the transit gate that verifies your card is genuine and flings the gate open in under 500 milliseconds. Then, when the gate reconnects to the internet later on, it quietly processes the actual charge in the background. Which brings us to Section 5, ironclad security. Let's talk about protecting your data. Now, obviously, anytime we talk about digitizing our finances, the big question is privacy, right? Is this actually safe? Well, let's compare them. In a physical wallet, your real card numbers are literally printed right there on a piece of plastic. If you drop it, anyone can pick it up and use it. But Google Wallet uses that device account number we talked about earlier, that digital alias. The merchant never even gets your real info. And more importantly, if you drop your phone, a thief can't just tap to pay because they can't unlock your screen. To take it a step further, Google Wallet actually mandates a strong screen lock to even function at all. You absolutely must have a PIN, a pattern, a password, or a Class 3 biometric unlock, like a high-security fingerprint scanner. Actually, if you use a weaker Class 1 face unlock, like the one on the Pixel 7, for example, the system will straight up reject it for tap-to-pay because it's just not considered secure enough. You have to use your fingerprint or PIN instead. And that brings us to Section 6, troubleshooting and overcoming obstacles. Because, let's be honest, technology is totally amazing, right up until the exact moment it isn't. Just imagine, you have everything set up perfectly. You walk right up to a bus or subway reader, you tap your phone with total confidence, and error. It halts. So why exactly did that happen? So a lot of times this is an issue known as card clash. See, physical NFC cards usually have a static ID. But to protect your privacy and actively prevent retail stores from tracking your movements, Android phones use a dynamic ID that changes constantly. If a transit terminal happens to be polling for cards a little too quickly, it might actually misread your phone's changing ID as two totally separate cards colliding at the exact same time, which triggers a security error. Usually, just pulling your phone back and tapping it again firmly and steadily solves the problem right away. Another super frustrating one is waking up to a random error saying your device doesn't meet security requirements, even if you're holding a brand new phone. But don't panic. First, just double check that you haven't accidentally left developer options turned on in your Android settings. Then, go into your apps and completely clear the cache and data for both Google Wallet and Google Play services. Finally, give your phone a good old reboot. Sometimes it can take up to 24 hours for Google servers to resync your security status, but I promise you, this specific sequence fixes the bug for almost everyone. When it all comes together perfectly, the benefits really are remarkable. By centralizing your payments, your loyalty points, and your transit passes all into one secure hub, you massively streamline your entire day. You really do get to save a little time, and hey, maybe some loyalty points with every single latte. Now, a quick heads up. As with all tech platforms, it's really important to remember that the information we covered today is accurate as of August 14th, 2026. Operating systems are always evolving, and security policies get frequently updated, so you definitely want to verify specific details with official Google support resources to ensure your setup remains fully optimized over time. So you've got your passes customized, your security is locked down tight, and you know how to troubleshoot like an absolute pro. With your wallet fully digitized, it really makes you wonder, how long until physical house keys and driver's licenses just disappear entirely? Until then, I'd love to know what is the very first thing you are going to tap and pay for today. Drop a comment and let me know. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and seriously enjoy your new digital first life.